I expected this team to play the way we played today. We've practiced as hard as any team since I've been in Miami, and I felt like we were as well prepared coming into the season as anybody since I've been in Miami, as far as the guys working hard and doing all the things to try to be the best for their team they could. And then come out and play today was really important for everyone's confidence, and I think that we're capable of playing that way every day. We have a lot of competition within the team, as you can see, to get in the lineup and get better, and all those things are going to make us better.
How nice was that? Was it the third inning when you got 5 runs and 4 of them were doubles, 4-year hits?
I mean, it was big because I kind of, at that point, it kind of opened the game up a little bit, and you're able to relax and feel like that with our pitching that you can stop people at that point. So, we talked about scoring early and getting the lead today, and our guys, our hitters, did a very good job, all of them.
It seems like the past few years, your philosophy has been kind of play small ball. This team seems like they have some big-time hitters. Do you think you're going to maybe shift away from that small ball approach and go for those extra base hits? Or?
Well, probably will to some degree, but still it's the same bats, and we are stronger, but still it's not back to like it used to be with the bats. It's probably going to change next year a little bit more because they're changing the ball, where the balls are supposed to go 30 feet further using the pro ball versus the college ball, which again will change the ball a little bit more to get it back closer. Need a happy medium, but you got to play with who or dance with who you went with. You got. So that's the main thing, is play it based on who's hitting and what the situation is, and whether the guys can bunt and run or whatever and try to do it. But late in the game, if it's a one-run game, you got to bunt guys over and go for a hit normally. So that the end of the game never changes.
How nice was it to see all that four freshmen got their first career hits?
Now, that was big, and some of the guys hit the ball hard that hadn't got hit. Zach's hit a few balls hard that didn't get a hit. Johnny Ruiz has hit a couple balls hard that and not got a hit, but it was great to see those guys get hits and RBIs and play good, solid defense today.
How much pressure does it take off of them to be able, Willie kind of mentioned that sometimes, they push a little bit looking for that first career hit. How much does it kind of come off their shoulders when that happens?
Well, I think just the pressure of that first series is over with now. We won the series. There's a lot of pressure today just to win the series because Maine played really good the first 2 games. I mean, honestly, they played better than we did both games. I felt like we were lucky to win the first game, and then second game we lost. So they played better both games, but no question we played much, much better than we had the first 2 games today, and we played much better than them. But we played a complete game today.
Talk a little bit about Andrew Suarez. He had a great performance today.
It was fun to watch him. I mean, he's improved so much after that arm surgery. He's throwing you consistently, 5-6 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour harder. So his fastball's dominating. I don't know how many fastballs to all speed pitches, but I know like the first 11 pitches were fastballs. We're counting them. So he was challenging guys with that fastball in the low 90s, and it's fun to watch him, and because he's worked hard from the surgery and been able to get that back, because he was hurt in high school and really didn't have a great high school senior year, even though he was drafted, I think, in the 5th round or something like that. But to get him to come back and everything, and see him healthy and see a smile on his face is fun to watch.
The bullpen has been outstanding also.
It has, and again, we got Woody's pitched very good, and he's returning. But the young guys, Garcia pitched, Danny pitched much better today, and our other Garcia, Brian pitched good yesterday, had good stuff. I mean, we got some good young guys that just got to settle down. I felt like Danny pitched much better today than he did the first outing, and just because maybe he's relaxed a little bit, and it helps a little bit to have a big lead when he gets in there, and then once that success happens, he'll breed more success for him.
How are you and the team going to make sure that this performance comes more consistently throughout the season?
Just work hard. Work hard. Schedule's very challenging, and every weekend's a challenge for us. Every weekend is a big challenge for us to be able to win and play well, and the weekday games are always good because they're all from teams in South Florida. So it's just about all of them in the midweek are from South Florida. So it's a deal. We got to work hard and play good if we're going to win.
And with such a young team, how do you keep them coming back? They came back today and they played much better than they did yesterday. How do you keep them getting back on the field and keeping their mind right?
They're competing with each other. I think that's something that's healthy for them as individuals, is to know that there are other guys on the bench that are playing well, that, you know, it's hard to make out the lineup the next game, because who do you not put in? Because a lot of guys played good today. And I played a lot of guys in the first 3 games, and to give guys opportunities and, you know, to establish himself and to be in that lineup. I think they push each other for that right there. These guys have worked hard. I'm telling you, they've worked hard. That's the number one thing I like, other than the fact that we have some talented young players to go with our older guys.
And how are you managing the expectations with this team? Are you trying to keep it low key? Are you letting them dream about Omaha?
I mean, the word Omaha is brought up every day, but the expectations are 13th ain't high enough. So, you know, that doesn't, that 13 to 20 deal don't necessarily work around here like it does in other places. You need to be higher.